Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Hawaii Lieutenant Governor Josh Green said the state hopes to begin a vaccine passport program for inter-island travel by May 1st. The program would allow travelers with verified vaccines to bypass COVID-19 testing or mandatory quarantine. Speaking today on the Star-Advertiser's Spotlight Hawaii, Green said that if all goes well, the state hopes to extend the program to trans-Pacific travel by June 1st. Green said Hawaii is on track to pass the milestone of 1 million vaccines delivered this week. He also said he expects the state to reach herd immunity by this summer. You can watch the entire Josh Green interview on StarAdvertiser.com or on the Star-Advertiser's Facebook page. Hawaii health officials reported 70 new coronavirus infections today, bringing the state's total since the start of the pandemic to 30,846 cases. No new coronavirus-related fatalities were reported today, so the state's death toll remains at 471. Today's new infection cases include 48 on Oahu, 15 on Maui, 5 on the Big Island, and 2 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside the state. State health officials also reported no new hospitalizations today. And as of last week, there were 51 COVID patients in Hawaii hospitals, with 9 in intensive care units and 5 on ventilators. The latest figures also show that nearly 955,000 vaccine doses have been administered so far in Hawaii. Coronavirus infections among Hawaii public school students and staff have been on the rise recently as more campuses return to in-person instruction. The Hawaii Department of Education announced 47 new cases spread among schools in 3 counties for the week ending Friday. The total includes cases involving 11 students who had not been on campus recently or for the entire school year. The department did not identify the individual schools, but the most recent cases occurred in several campuses on Oahu, Maui County, and Hawaii Island. Nearly all of the cases involved students, except for 2 infections that involved school employees. All told, the Department of Education has reported 679 COVID-19 infections since June 26. The state of Hawaii has fined the owners of 2 dams for not addressing risk associated with major deficiencies to the dam structures. The State Board of Land and Natural Resources issued a $20,000 fine to the Dole Food Company Hawaii, owner of Wahiawa Dam on Oahu. The agency also issued a $7,500 fine to the Edmund C. Olson Trust No. 2, which owns the Cayabyab Reservoir on Hawaii Island. State officials said the fines were assessed to ensure that the owners take the necessary steps to maintain their dam structures. The action comes a month after heavy rains caused the aging Kaupakalua Dam on Maui to overflow, leading to the emergency evacuation of about 150 homes. Kaupakalua Reservoir and Dam, owned by East Maui Irrigation, is among the many dams in Hawaii described as unsatisfactory. The Maui Dam is scheduled to be removed this summer. Finally, Oahu residents with driver's license, learner's permits, and state ID cards that have expired since mid-March 2020 now have an additional 60 days to renew the credentials. City officials announced the extension today and said the expiration date for these credentials is now June 8th. The extension gives more than 70,000 Oahu residents extra time to renew. Governor David Ige issued his 19th emergency proclamation last week, which extended the validity of these expired credentials due to the pandemic. Appointments to renew driver's license, state IDs, or permits can be scheduled at alohaQ.org. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at StarAdvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.